What's happening, guys? Welcome to Vertical Football and welcome to another episode of the Game Week Preview Show. And this is the Game Week 31 of the English Premier League.
31?
Yeah, this is the last lap of the English Premier League.
That is 7 more weeks, right?
8 games to go. After this one, they play 8 games to go. I think we are getting close to the end of the Premier League.
Very, very close.
How are you feeling with the Premier League now in this last lap? Do you think
it's closer?
Your team, speaking as a Liverpool fan, because I will always bring it back to you guys, like your team as a Liverpool fan, do you think you guys can add the extra leg? And
yes, now so we need just four more wins.
4 more wins.
Yes, and there's still like 8 matches to go. So win 4, then use the way to play.
Enjoy and train yourself. So let's jump right into it.
Okay.
The first match here is Arsenal versus Everton or Everton versus Arsenal. Everton being at home. How do you see this match?
Everton, very stubborn team.
Yeah.
You understand? The last match they played with Liverpool, man, before we scored,
it was
hell.
Yeah.
You understand? And because Arsenal, they'll be playing Champions League with Real Madrid.
Yeah.
I know they would not want to put their, because
all energy.
They know that they've lost the Premier League. It's not possible.
Do you think so?
Of course, no, mathematically,
yeah,
very much possible.
Yeah.
But with what is in their hand right now, what is actually still visible is the Champions League.
Yeah.
Because of course that one doesn't have to do with points.
Yeah.
They just have to win their game. You understand? So if I am Arteta, or if I was Arteta, of course that day I would even bench Saka or Madrid. I would not even try to use Saka.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So if as Arsenal coach, if you're trying to beat Everton because you want to pursue a Liverpool that is doing like
12 points ahead of you.
And even when you have your best player, they are still leading with like 9 points, you understand? And you're not even sure that whether Liverpool will still drop points. You understand? So that is not sensible enough. So you should just focus on the Champions League. Of course, play your game, play well against Everton.
Yeah.
But for this game, I'm seeing a draw.
A full-time draw.
It's not about being
a Liverpool fan,
but I'm seeing a draw. Everton are very, very they are a tedious team.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Even playing at home.
Yeah,
playing Everton at home is a very big factor.
That early kickoff, man. It's always a problem.
Not the child's play. Not the child's play.
It's a whole lot. Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot.
But benching Saka should not really be so much of a big problem because they have one area on the side who is like, he stepped up even when Saka was not around.
Of course, definitely. But you can't compare Saka's intelligence to Waneri. Saka is matured already.
Yeah, but if you look at Waneri play, you miss Saka in some aspect of the game. But this guy, he came in and he actually filled in the position. He didn't. But he didn't fill the position.
He just tried his best. He didn't. Do you know how many GA this guy has Saka?
Yeah.
You understand?
Even as he's out, it's like 16
you understand? You understand? Yeah. So you can't compare Saka.
This is not comparing one area and
the delivery
Saka
and
together,
this thing. Experience is there. Saka has been playing for more than 5 seasons now.
Yeah.
So he's like the star boy. You need to see when he was jogging and when he was at the touchline.
I was very I was happy.
This guy is back.
I was happy. Yeah.
You understand? Leave sentiment aside.
Yeah. Saka is a very, very, very good player.
But I'm seeing a draw. I'm seeing like a 1-1, 0-0.
This is the first loss for Everton under David Moyes since he joined. Liverpool did they did a very big one to get out the loss out of Everton. But I think in this match, Arsenal should win this match because only Saka coming out should not be a problem. And I think if I was Arteta, this is what I would do. I would still play Saka in the match because taking fatigue away. We know he's just coming back from injury, but he knows his body well. If he's Saka, I think he would not want to play if he knows that he's not having the fitness level.
Did you see what Liverpool Everton did to Liverpool players?
Yeah, Everton is a very stubborn team and physical.
God bless you. I was waiting for you to use that word. They're very, very physical. And if you are not careful, Arsenal, they used to pass the ball around, the way they play. Yeah. Bro, these Everton people, they will kick your leg.
Yeah, so that was what I was going to say. I was going to say, I will use Saka, but he's not going to play.
And the defender too, Gabriel is out for now.
Yeah, that's another big problem.
So, and
just to get game momentum.
What is that striker name? Something.
Wizard.
That Everton striker, what's that his name?
Beto, yeah.
No nonsense striker.
No nonsense striker is going to come in and
it's crazy.
Yeah, bully them. But it's Arsenal on my own side. I think Arsenal should win this match. And to the next match is Crystal Palace versus Brighton. This is a very, very beautiful match. I believe it will be. Yeah. So how did you see this match?
I'm seeing like a 3-2 Crystal Palace win.
I think Crystal Palace has what it takes to win Brighton.
I don't know what's wrong with Brighton. Sometimes, like, they are very unpredictable. Sometimes they played against Aston Villa, like, in fact, in my bets, I carry them like, win or draw.
Aston Villa was 3-0. 3-0. But they played well. They had a couple of chances that they should have converted into goals.
But it's not about playing well. It's about winning now. It's about winning and getting the results.
We will not take the performance away from them. They still have their performance there, but it's not just what it is. I think Crystal Palace they are doing very, very well. And you see Philip Mateta, man, that guy come. I think
he's back.
He's back. He's playing ball already.
Wow,
nice. 2 matches now.
Nice.
Do you think a big club should sign Mateta?
I think he deserves a chance in a very big club. Yes. The guy is just like, he's a, how will I put it? He's just like Beto. Yeah. But he's more clinical.
He's more clinical, Beto. And he can use calm. The ball.
You understand? He's always calm. He's very troublesome. Like, if as a defender, if you're not strong enough, bro, that guy will beat you.
Bully you.
You understand? So, I like strikers like that.
No, I like macho striker. I think we have less of them in football these days.
Yeah.
We don't really have macho.
I think this guy too is a bully, Victor Osimhen, but him is more advanced.
Yeah, advanced.
He's very clinical.
Yeah. So let's move on into the next match, which is Ipswich Town versus Wolves. Ipswich getting their first win in the last match against Bournemouth. A very, very first surprise. No, first win in like recent time.
Yes.
A big surprise. A big surprise.
Ipswich Wolves. I just feel like not probably. The last win for Ipswich should be like a motivation to them.
Yeah.
You understand? So they should be able to pull like a draw from this game. Yeah.
On my own side, I think I'm saying with Wolves 100%, because Wolves coming out against West Ham, beating West Ham, like that's not a small thing for me. That's not a small thing. And you see people like Matheus Cunha, Bellegarde, Brand Larsen, like all of these boys in Wolves now, they are stepping up their game. I think they have, to some extent, I would say they have kind of like secured their position.
Above this relegation.
Yeah, with 9 points. 20 points Ipswich and 29 points Wolves.
Leicester City.
Yeah. Well, it's Wolves on my own side, but Ipswich it is for Kingsley. No, he said they can pull up a draw in the match. Yeah. So to the next match here is another beautiful one, which is West Ham versus Bournemouth.
I'm giving it to West Ham United.
West Ham to beat Bournemouth straight up.
I don't know, this past few games they've been very shaky.
I think they are playing well, but they have result issues.
Yeah,
they are not getting good results.
Scoring goals and like last 2 months they were so on fire.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened to them.
Yeah,
they just lost form and
it's all downward. But
West Ham, I don't know. West Ham will do it.
Yeah, I'm saying on West Ham. West Ham, home is a factor for West Ham, I believe. So to the next match is another tough one. I know you were going to like...
See, anytime I see Nottingham for like, these guys, this club. Bro, you know what I like about that team? It's not as if they are playing good football, but they're so resilient. Like, from Elanga to
Odoi to
Chris Wood. And the funny part that Chris Wood, I think he has injury right now. Yeah. Awoni has been the one.
Stepped up the position.
You need to see Awoni against Manchester United. Bro, it was like everywhere. It was,
trying to fight for something.
I know the guy is strong too. He's physical. He has stamina. Yeah. Do you understand? He did well against Manchester United. He did well. So
this match now, this is just one part of Nottingham Forest.
Aston Villa is playing against PSG.
Yeah.
This week. That is good because anything that's playing Champions League, first of all, they'll be playing very soft. They don't want to go injury, because they want to play Champions League. Champions League is the biggest, you understand? I know that they won't advance in Champions League.
Do they have what it takes to win the Champions League?
No, never.
Okay.
Nah. if the chance is going to be a miracle. Aston Villa against the likes of Barcelona,
against all odds.
No.
Yeah.
But of course, the farther they go, more money for them.
Yeah.
You understand? And I'm seeing like a draw.
In this match.
Yes, Nottingham Forest win.
I think Nottingham Forest is a very stubborn team. Aston Villa being at home, like we have always said on the podcast, like at home for Aston Villa is a fortress.
Yeah,
when you're going to Villa Park,
even when they are losing, they find it. Like, they will
find a way to come back to draw the game. I think home being a factor, a draw should be like a possible outcome. Yeah, but let's just speak about Aston Villa a little bit.
Okay.
How have you seen the team, like the trajectory from being a regular club in the Premier League to becoming a club now that is wants to play consistently in Europe and going as far as getting into the quarterfinal of the Champions League. And another factor again is having to attract big players. Like in the last 2 years, you couldn't have thought about Marcus Rashford playing in Aston Villa, Marco Asensio, Malen, like these calibers of players. So how have you seen it?
Kudos goes to the coach first and foremost. He's a good coach. Let me know to you. A coach that have won Europa League and won trophies. Won coach in Arsenal. Yes. Yeah. Won. Let me tell you the truth. He was not doing a bad job in Arsenal. Yeah. It's just that Arsenal don't have good players at that time, like top class player. And what I even see in the Arsenal situation is there was not really sync from the management and the coach altogether. But in Aston Villa, I think he has that. It's like total say. This is the player I want. Get this player for me. He sold Douglas Luiz, his best player. Also, sold Diaby. I think kudos goes to the recruitment team too. Yeah. Because I'm gonna look at the attack right now. Like they are on fire. the three guys in the attack. I know Rashford is even enjoying his football there. Yeah. You understand? And he's phenomenal. He's a starter. Yeah. You understand? And kudos to the coach, I beg. He did a very, very good job. He's doing a very good job. I think they are getting to a point where they are going to be attached to the big boys in the Premier League now. I know if they don't make the Champions League, they'll make the Europa League. Yeah, definitely. They should. So to the next match here is a London derby, which is against Brentford versus Chelsea. Brentford versus Chelsea. This is Chelsea trying to get their feet back. But I think one thing for Chelsea now is we just have to come to the realization where we understand that any game going forward, irrespective of what the club is, the mindset is to get a win if you want to go and play in Europe next season. So how do you see this match going? I don't know. Let me don't lie to you. I would have preferred Chelsea to be in the top 4 than Manchester City. But Chelsea are not winning game. I don't know. I just feel like Manchester. See, let me tell you the truth. Manchester this season is terrible. Yeah, very, very terrible. I just want them to suffer that. Let me just don't go and play Europa League first. No, they should feel it and you know how it is to go and come back. Yeah. Bro, Europa League is difficult. But do you think it's going to be difficult for Manchester City? You'll be so surprised. I'm telling you the truth. You'll be so surprised. I feel like in my own mind, anybody that Manchester City catches in Europa, you are the one that will suffer. So do you know how that next season will look like? Nobody knows, but it's Guardiola. They always find a way to come back. Okay. Yeah. No, I'll let him come back first. Yeah, so how do you see this match? Chelsea versus Brentford. Brentford versus Chelsea. Yeah. This Brentford, they always score in their home. Yeah, they will definitely. Yeah, they always score in their home. Yeah. But I think they are in Buemo. I mean, yeah. They are high in energy these days. When Nicolas you watch Jackson the match, is back. Yeah, I think Chelsea will win this game, but Brentford, they will just. It will be tough. It will be a tough match. We always find it very tough. But Brentford will score. I know Brentford will score. Yeah. Yes, but Chelsea will still win. I'm staying with Chelsea. I'm staying with Chelsea. Yeah. 3-1, 3-2. Wow. A goal difference. You're calling a big... it's been long. Chelsea have scored Chelsea's big goals. You see, I said wow because I'm surprised that you're calling that amount of numbers for Chelsea. But looking at all the factors to play, we have Cole Palmer back. There's Noni Madueke. There is... what's it called? Nicolas Jackson. I think Nicolas Jackson has been our missing piece in a while now. So him coming back into the team is going to be a booster. You know, one thing I noticed is that you will never know the value of what you have until you lose
it. Yeah, I think that's the case for Nicolas Jackson.
Man, this guy is not good, Joe.
Yeah.
Don't worry, bring that in no day.
No, to not take away the truth or to not dissect the truth and take it in different parts. Nicolas Jackson has his faults. Like there are things that he does on the field that you're expecting, like, no, you should have done better. But if you look at only that side, you will not see the absolute truth. To see things that he does in the team.
You know,
like
when you told me about that connection, Jackson. Before I noticed him like, what did this guy talk? Later I go say, this thing is true. Like those guys have had like
a sync.
You understand?
Like they're playing like one.
Yeah. Sometimes you just do papa 1 2 papa.
You don't go.
That you don't go. This kind of thing. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
No, we're very happy to have Jackson back. I'm a very big fan of Jackson. Let me not be sentimental. So let's leave it Chelsea Brentford. It's Chelsea to get the winning in this match. And you guys have a message for you guys to just try and win this match. And I'm speaking to Chelsea. Top 4 is becoming very tight. Newcastle getting the win. Manchester City getting the win. Aston Villa is a problem. Brighton is a problem. So there are a lot of people behind Chelsea's back. Just try your possible best and get the win. So let's move on to the next match. Is our Liverpool. I'm very, very happy to always talk about Liverpool because of KC. So it's Fulham versus Liverpool in this match. Fulham versus Liverpool. How do you see this match?
If Aston have beat Fulham, we'll beat them.
Yeah, that's a very nice.
I remember first leg we played 3-3. Yeah, because we played 2-2. This guy collected the red card, Robertson.
Yeah,
and with that we still even played them that day. Yeah, so but this time around, because we are looking for the Premier League.
Yeah,
there was one. I don't understand this our coach. Sometimes I used to get pissed with him.
Okay,
the last game we played against Everton, Everton game. Like he used the same squad has been using since we have been losing. Like I've been losing like those games. Yeah. I'm like, why would you do that? Why
change a losing team? It's a winning team. You don't change.
When we played Carabao Cup final, when Kesa came in, Kesa almost equalized the game for changed the game for us. This guy, why not just try and use this guy,
bring him back into the game again, yeah.
The guy didn't even get a minute. Szoboszlai have not, in terms of creativity, that guy is, bro, he has not been creative, you understand? And the guy used to play like 90 minutes. Why?
Yeah.
They will tell you that the guy is
honestly, I think as a coach, if I have Szoboszlai in my team, he's definitely going to play.
He's not going, bro. I'm not going to use that guy.
He's definitely going to play in my team.
All that guy does is he just run around.
You think he's all about running around? I think sometimes he gets himself in.
His job is to be creative. No, he's a creative midfielder. That's why they bought him. That's his job. That guy has never had like 10 assists in a season. He doesn't score goal. He doesn't assist.
Is this his second
look at
season
this.
in the Premier League?
This is like his.
It should be
second.
Yeah.
You understand? That guy has never had, since he has been for, he has never had 10 assists. Even McAllister, that is a 10, has more assists than that guy. You understand? So you know there are some players that because you see them everywhere, you think, this guy versatility is always everywhere. No, bro, not be so.
Yeah.
Bro, this guy doesn't. I don't know. He's an average player. You understand?
Is he an average?
Yeah, he's an average player. Yeah. Let me don't lie to you. Yeah, he's an average player.
Bro, he's Szoboszlai.
You're not a guy. Fan.
I know, but I watch his ball. Maybe this is my sentiment. I think I'm a very big fan of the player.
Okay.
So he does stuff like sit in the front of the box. When you are defending, he goes back to defend with you. When you want to pick ball to go into a transition attack, Szoboszlai can be there for you. Like, I think it brings a whole lot to the
That's what I'm saying, that it is what you think you are seeing because you are seeing him everywhere. Do you understand? I'm trying to let you know that he is our number 8.
Yeah.
What's his job of number 8? He's an attacking midfielder. An attacking midfielder is supposed to be the one creating chances.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't create a lot of chances. He doesn't get an assist. He doesn't score goal. You will see him in training shooting.
No, Szoboszlai scores goals. He scored this season now.
It's okay.
Szoboszlai scored this season.
Okay.
But it's enough of Szoboszlai. I think you are not really a big fan of the player in itself.
Nah.
So Liverpool Fulham match.
Straight winning
for Liverpool. Yeah. So let's move on to the next one, which is Tottenham versus Southampton.
Tottenham is going to win.
You know, Southampton in their last match, they did the unexpected.
Yeah.
They pulled up a draw.
Draw
against
with Crystal Palace. Yes.
Yeah. Which
Okay, so you know the fact that I'm saying that Tottenham is going to win. Tottenham, they are still bullshit. You can never put your money on Tottenham and they'll deliver. Nah, they must find a way to just mess up. But still, I'm giving them straight win. But I won't put my money on them.
So it's Tottenham on my own side. I just thought we should like mention and give praises to Southampton for them trying to pull a draw against Crystal Palace.
I can't wait for the next one.
Because we have bantered them so much. So the next match is the biggest match in the game week.
Manchester
31.
United.
Yeah, it is the Manchester Derby. Yeah, and that's the point about Manchester Derby. We can't just laugh it out and say, oh, Manchester City is going to kill Manchester United. Nah, I don't think that's going to be happening.
Before you ask me, what do you think?
I think Manchester City will beat Manchester United. Yeah. But Manchester United is always stubborn whenever it comes to Manchester City.
I need to hear what Mr. Shegu thinks.
Yeah, they will still come up and talk about Diaz, I believe. So how do you see this match? Manchester City versus Manchester United. Manchester United being at home.
So when you don't, as I say, anytime you don't expect Man U to pull out results, they'll just do that. They'll just pull out that result and just get it for you. I think they're going to get results in this game. Yes.
Yeah.
Manchester City are very, very vulnerable.
Yeah.
Very, very. Let me don't lie to you. If you take the game to them, you'll beat them. Except you're probably just scared of them.
Okay.
Haaland is injured right moment.
Yeah.
Though Mamouche is there to just, but even when Haaland is there, say that last game, Man United still find it to be there.
Yeah.
So I think there will be a shocker this weekend. I'm giving it to Manchester United.
Whoa, yes. Manchester United to beat Manchester City. Yeah, that's going to be a very, very big shocker, I believe.
Yes, I'm supporting Sheffield.
So to the next match, which is the last match of the game week 31, is Leicester City versus Newcastle. Leicester City versus Newcastle. How do you see?
Bro, there's nothing to talk about. I mean, Newcastle straight win.
Yeah, Newcastle is going to do what they usually do. I think they are one of the on-form team in the Premier League now in recent times.
No, forget so. It's because they won the Carabao Cup. This season too, they've been on and off. Sure, there's sometimes they will lose like 2 games in a row before they will not come back again. You understand? They've been little bit above average. Them, Aston Villa, what's this team? Bournemouth, Brighton, they've been in the same, it's just that they have edge because it's been a good season for them. They have a Carabao Cup already, so I think
that's going to be what it is. So thank you very much, guys, for staying with us. You guys have been the best, and you have followed us from the beginning, and this is game week 31. This is the last lap of the Premier League in the 2024-2025 season. And we are your guys. We stay here with you. You know how you do it for us. You guys are the best.
No, before you go, Manchester United, I'm supporting you now, please. You will win this game. Don't worry.
I don't think Manchester United will win. Don't give them any hope.
Mark my word, you guys will win.
Okay. So thank you very much for staying with us. Like, share, and subscribe. That's what you guys do for us. Please subscribe. That's what keeps this channel moving forward. And if you like what you see, drop your comments, share with people you know who like stuff like this, and we'll see you another time. Thank you.